ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलान् श्रीगुरुवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, thank you all for joining to a 9-day seminar session on the occasion of upcoming Sri Ram Navami. Firstly, happy Ugadi to everyone. Today is the first day, and then on the 9th day from now, we'll be celebrating Sri Ram Navami, the appearance of Lord Ramachandra. What we would do, being a working day and not so practical that all of us can gather every day and hear the glories of Lord Ram from the Ramayana. So I was thinking we could stream, we can have this virtual means through which we can uh, spend some time to settle ourselves in the right mood when the right day comes. By the time in the 9 days, my ambition, my desire is that we tune ourselves slowly towards understanding the greatness of Lord Ram. And what is the purpose of it is by understanding the greatness of the Lord and by understanding the glories of his devotees, then we may also desire to become uh, his devotee and aspire for the right qualities what we need so that we can uh, develop the right mode of devotion. So what I choose, I mean, last year we were discussing about Navavida Bhakti, the 9 elements of or the limbs of Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Sparanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. So these are the 9 limbs of devotion. And in the lines of Ramayana, we went through the different devotees of the Lord who proved supreme in each of these ways of worshipping the Lord. This year I was thinking to use these 9 days to deepen our understanding of one part or the branch of the whole Ramayana. As you all may know that Valmiki Muni has very expertly made this wonderful poetic form. Before there was not. That's why this is called Adi Kavya, and it's also very huge, Adi Mahakavya. And it is so wonderful that Valmiki Muni, when we talk about Ram, is immediately remembered for his great work of this, and that Sundara Kanda is considered the crest jewel. Sundara Kanda, as the name itself says, Sundar means very beautiful. Kand uh, is could be seen as a limb, just like if you see a tree, then there is a kand, which is a branch. So a branch is always part of the tree. Mm. And at the same time, the branch is also called tree. It's not like, okay, if what is called a branch mm, doesn't has its existence without a tree, and tree doesn't has existence without the branch. Yeah, because just what is a tree made of, or what is the tree uh, we see is basically the branches. This is called Shaka Shaki Niti or Nyaya. So to understand, and though this is a part of it, the reason why the Sundarakanda is complete in itself is what we will be discussing in next days. Yeah, of course, the other kands, other parts of Ramayana are also very very wonderful. But here we get to see a very very uh, mm, propelling message, especially for people who want to aspire to practice bhakti. Yeah. And not only just lessons, not only just learnings, messages, but this part of Ramayana is so beautiful, and that's also is the reason why it's called Sundara Kanda. And we will see the beauty of it maybe in the coming days. And we'll start today. Mm. As you may know, yeah, this Kishkinda Kanda, and is the time where all the Vanaras are set on a mission. Uh, we know that Lord Ram has um, killed Vali, and after that, Sugriv took up the throne and he was ruling his kingdom of Vanaras. And at the same time, he was quite occupied in his sense enjoyment because of absence of pleasure, because he was bereft of that pleasure. His wife was captivated by Vali, yeah, Roma and Tara, yeah. So and after um, Sugriv took over the possession of, yeah, his kingdom, uh, Kishkinda, and also his wife, yeah, is back. Women, wealth, mm, are quite dangerous when we do not understand what is the purpose of life. And it's still, even though we may know the purpose of life, it still might be quite challenging to be on the right path of the right purpose of life. So Sugriv was a bit occupied in his own world, and then after 4 months of monsoon, then Lord Ram asked Lakshman to check what's the matter. Mm. Of course, we know that Lord Ram, though he was in a very simple living, that he though he is a king, though he is the Lord, but in the forest, mm, he kept to the promise of to his father that he would go into the forest. He came and he lived in a very simple life. Doesn't mean that he is need of some help from anyone, because the Lord is all powerful. Lord can arrange any circumstance in his favor, and when Lord want, he can win over the entire world single-handed. Mm. What is the proof of it? Yeah, if you see, I mean, today I think I'm just giving kind of intro of the importance of Sundarakand. We see that when Khara and Dushan, mm, they came with a huge army. Lord Ram, single-handed. killed everyone. And now the question here comes, can't Lord Ram himself look, find where Sita is? Can't he himself, because when he's the Lord, he is omnipotent, uh, and he's present everywhere, omnipresent, omniscient. So which means that he knows everything everywhere what is happening. And one may have this question: if Ram is Lord, why can't he do on his own? In this Treta Yuga, Lord Ram mm, is not just appearing for a few reasons. I think one of the reason is definitely because the demigods have prayed him, please save us from Ravan. That's why to kill all the Rakshasas, Lord Ram has appeared. For that matter, Lord need not appear himself. He can just entrust his this task to anyone, to his faithful servants who are eager to take on any kind of hardship and serve the Lord. Hmm. But Lord personally, he came. Yeah, that was another reason that okay, he wanted to spend time. He wanted to give time to Mother Sita and only to her, no one else. As we know that when Lord Vishnu is laying on this uh, mm, Seshnag, so on which then Lakshmi Devi is massaging Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. She sees that in that also there is no Ekanta Seva that she is able to offer. She is still seeing that what I'm doing is that still there is a Sesh is and Sesh is observing. So she desired to have some Ekanta Seva that she can offer to the Lord. And Lord accepted and approved. And in Treta Yuga, this is one another reason why Lord Ram, who is prince and who could become the king, who was rightfully eligible to become the king, and he was also approved by everyone, and all the arrangements were made to become king. But um, there were some reversals that triggered so that Lord Ram can dwell on the mission of killing all the Rakshasas who were in the forest, who were troubling the sages. So this is another reason that not only that Lord has come to kill the Rakshasas, that is to establish the dharma, but he also want to favor the his devotees, the sages who were conducting uh, immense amount of penances. So in that, so the Lord appeared. So there are multiple reasons. Maybe next days I'll also share a couple of more reasons. So Lord has single-handedly killed Khar and Dushan and the entire army, and then this was sent. This message came to Ravan, and Ravan came and he abducted Mother Sita. And in search of Mother Sita, we see that Ram uh, came in contact with um, Sugriv by the advice of um, Shabari. Uh, Shabari said, "Yeah, I understand. Why are you here? And my spiritual master Matanga Rishi has asked me to serve you before I return back to him and serve him." So she said that you get in touch with Sugriv and then your mission will be successful. So here we see that though the Lord can accomplish everything himself, but he is also seeing that, okay, there is this motherly care of Shabari and advice, and then he's following. Just like if we see Lord Krishna, though he is the supreme Lord who knows everything. After all, everything comes from him, so he knows everything. And but still, he went to Sandipani Muni in a Gurukul and aspired education, teachings, learning to set a role model. So here, Lord Ram is showing us that, yeah, uh, one may be very strong, one may be very powerful, one may be um, very able to achieve something, but should understand when good advices come in our way, by accepting them is all uh, auspicious. So in that way, when Sugriv was connected, so Sugriv was in a similar situation where his wife was um, mm, cap- captured by Vali, and then after mm, the arrangements made, Ram asked Vali and Sugriv, asked Sugriv to invite Vali for a duel, and after killing Vali, the kingdom was restored in the hands of Sugriv. And then 4 months passed very swiftly, and Ram was counting every moment, remembering Sita and Sita and Sita for all those months. And the time came where it got quite unbearable. So again, this moment might surprise us, how when the Lord is all powerful and one who's Atmaram, who is very stable, how can he have emotions of separation? Uh, we see that Sita, Mother Sita, she is of course consort of Lord Ram, wife, and not only that, Mother Sita is also representing a devotee, a bhakta, uh, and not a bhakta, ordinary bhakta, a bhakta who is lost, a devotee who, mm, um, yeah, left, or by arrangements of one own self, or by the arrangement of destiny, or whatever we call, uh, just like a devotee who turned his back and left the Lord is ever eager to once again find him and um, serve, to be served. And in that way he was looking after where is Sita. And it became very unbearable. Why? Because he was seeing that he knows how soft hearted is Mother Sita, and how, not only heart, how soft, uh, mm, how delicate she is. Mm. Can she really survive for so many? So every day when he's thinking, he only has nightmares of what what uh, kind of hardships that Sita is going through. So then he sent Lakshman, and then Lakshman, yeah, who is expert to sort out things in a very quick fashion. So he went, and then he, uh, yeah, the just when the Vanara saw Lakshman was coming to their palace, everyone was scared, seeing the spirit of anger that Lakshman was exhibiting. And then, anyway, so we are yet entering into Sundara Kanda. Still, we are discussing about Kishkinda Kand, where finally Sugriv comes to his senses, and not only that, while he himself was marrying, enjoying himself, but he made sure that his he sent calls to all different troops all over to assemble, so that he would task them for a mission of searching where Mother Sita is. So knowing this, Ram was pleased, and Lakshman also. And then once all the battalions of different forms, bears, lions, big vanaras, gorillas, mm, uh, so many different forms, they all assembled with their respective armies. Then they distributed, because who knows where Mother Sita is. Mm. So, in a way that, yeah, Sugriv knew, but I'll tell later. But again, this is again coming into the Kishkinda Kanda part. Sugriv made troops he sent in all directions. Troops, the troop that he specially selected, which is towards south, was led by Angad, son of Vali, the prince. And then in his troop is also not ordinary people. Yeah, there are, we see that Jambavan is there. There is also Hanuman, and because he knows the importance of expedition that's going in this direction would be very important. They might get a clue. And Sugriv gave 1 month of time. He says, now you all disperse, go to your respective directions, look out where Sita, don't leave any space. It could be hills, caves, mountains, trees, uh, water bodies, everywhere you, wherever, yeah. As soon as you find, let us come back and inform. The 1 month period is gone by when all the three troops which went north, east, and west returned, and the only hope that was left was the message from the south. While this was the time where Sugriv and everyone were eagerly waiting, it was not an easy task for the people who went to the south, that they finally hit a very, very, very unexpected impediment in the form of a big ocean. That's where actually Sundara Kanda we see. Yeah, we actually see that Sundara Kanda is so, yeah, I would say useful for especially aspiring devotees. In our life, we come across so many difficulties. We come across so many difficulties, and then as a devotee, we may think, oh, okay, it's too much. Okay, I would let my priority focus on something that I want to at least maintain my body, maintain my status, maintain my position, maintain my life, not hang on to sort out those challenging moments, because yeah, after all, if Lord does sorry, Krishna, if Lord doesn't want it, I think, why will he create all these problems? If these problems are coming, I think it is also Lord's arrangement. So let me not mm, uh, s- struggle to solve these problems. That's how we just take a step back. But the opening of Sundarakand itself, yeah, has this whole, it's on a mission. Yeah. We see, of course, here we see Sundarakand is all about taking up a mission, working out the challenges, coming up successful. Huh? In our life, if we want to aspire to become a devotee, if we want to be successful, if we want to know the ultimate goal of life and really crack that struggling impediments, if we just take shelter of Sundarakand, then we will be um, getting or able to see the ray of hope even in our life, in our midst of busy, mm, pessimistic moments of our life. So here we see that, yeah, now because of Sampati, mm, the troops of South, they came to know that yes, it was Ravan who carried away Sita in this direction. He crossed over the ocean where the Lanka is there. So now they know the goal. What is the goal? Yeah, it is just to go there, find where Sita is, and then prove it. Yeah, she's there. First of all, know her well-being, and then come back, and then just go back and um, inform to their lord, Sugriv, that the king, inform the king that um we found Mother Sita, They could even go even before going crossing over the ocean. But what is the guarantee? What is the guarantee? Yeah, Ravan, who is a Rakshas and not an ordinary one who has this Pushpak Viman, he could simply fly over anywhere. Or did he really keep her there, or did he keep in some other worlds, some other place? So just very secretly, as a detective, one uh, very carefully goes to find out. So they want to make sure that they don't give any misinformation, and that's why they want to cross over the ocean. In our life, we also may know what is the goal of life. Huh? If some wise person comes in our life, he would say that this is the goal of life. And what happens when we know this is the goal of life? Then hmm, we understand, okay, if I do these things, then okay, I can become successful. And by becoming successful, yeah, I have completed, I have achieved my goal. Hmm. So, to know what is the goal of our life is very important. Else, yeah, we stay aimless, clueless, and continue to run behind unwanted things and misuse our um golden opportunity that we have in this life, in this form of human life, which is very, very rare. So, knowing goal is very important so that at least we cannot expect people in the mode of ignorance to wake up one fine day from the slumber of their dream world. Huh? And we can't see that people who are in the mode of passion are sometimes overstraining for nothing, working Monday to Friday or Monday to Monday. Yeah, even if they have 7 days, they would aspire. Okay, I want to have. Oh, I have very less time. I want to do that research. I want to. Uh, so people who are in the mode of passion are struggling a lot. Not like in the mode of ignorance, they're thinking, okay, let it come. If the happiness comes, let it come. Yeah, I will enjoy. No, passionate people, they create ways to enjoy life. They work hard and do not know uh, that all the efforts are doomed to death by the power of time, isn't it? So when the time comes, whatever we have created, the palace, the world, our own cozy, yeah, modest world is going to, yeah, we are going to leave it, or it will leave us because of the nature of the world where we are living. So yeah, people who are in the mode of passion are also not going to be successful. Yeah, one point they'll come and they get frustrated, either they give up that, and otherwise they now understand the reality, and then they understand that this is not the real life. Mm. And by that they embrace to become to be in the mode of goodness. But what happens in the mode of goodness? In the mode of goodness, they show interest in knowing the purpose of life, but knowing the purpose of life is not the end. They also try to hang on the path in dharma, that they see that, oh no, by becoming unrighteous, adharmic, then I'm going to suffer. So let me be in the mode of goodness. But just to be in the mode of goodness is not going to solve our problem. Why? Because we may, we might save ourselves from disastrous reactions, but this is not going to elevate us to that point where we are really going to be successful. So that's why, to become successful in life, what is very important is not just to hang on with these three modes, sometimes in ignorance, in passion, or goodness. No, one has to transcend and embrace spiritual qualities, devotional qualities. Only then one can become successful. And this Sundarakand is about that. We see that Hanuman, we see what spiritual qualities he has demonstrated and which made his mission accomplished. And not just accomplished, but he had um, mm, he had attracted great love from his Lord, and not only that, from Mother Sita. So in that way, Sundara Kanda is why Sundara Kanda, because it made lives of everyone very very happy. And of course, it doesn't happen just like that. It needs that one has to go through lots of trouble and hardships, and this is what we learn how, what should be the spirit, what should be the focus, what are the qualities that one need if he has to come successful. Saying so, we now enter into the Sundarakand actually. We see that after knowing the goal of what is the goal is just to go to Lanka and find where Sita, and that's it. But it's not as easy as we speak, because there is a vast ocean which is, we know how mm, how strong the waves mm, blow. Yeah, they hit the shore. Yeah, we know how deep this ocean is, and we also know what kind of deadly creatures this ocean has in its bed. All the monkeys, how many monkeys, and how big are these monkeys? Are very very tiny. And all these monkeys, when they came to the situation, they lost. First of all, what they lost was enthusiasm. They lost this enthusiasm because first knowing that okay, Sita can be found there, he is very nice. There is some enthusiasm, but seeing this huge obstacle in the form of the ocean, uh, um, made yeah, enthusiasm of all the Vanaras vain. And when challenges, definitely, when they come in our life, when they appear, when they appear, they seem to be very, very gigantic. So big problem. Oh, only I have this problem. Ah, and it's very difficult for me. And we even do not know our abilities. We don't even know who is backing us up. We don't know what is going to unfold in future. But one thing, when an obstacle comes, the first thing that is hit hard is the enthusiasm. So what is first tested? When we know what is the goal of life, when we know what is the goal of life, when we know that okay, this is what one has to do it, and yeah, but immediately when we start seeing, oh, it's very very far away, it's so difficult because I need to change my lifestyle, I need to acquire some great qualities, and also in spite of all this I should also have good luck, so many things, and then we think it's too far away. It's far out for us to go far. So these challenges in our life, yeah, in spite of knowing, mm, we are not able to reach because of lack of enthusiasm. So the complexity of the challenges put off the fire of one's own spirit. We have the spirit first. As soon as we know, yes, now I know what should I do, and as soon as when we hit a problem, then this whole excited enthusiasm is just put off. Then what to do when enthusiasm is challenged by a challenge that we face? Huh? We don't we ourselves turn um, away from the challenge. Usually we see that, okay, when it's so difficult, why to work out our way? Uh, Maybe this is the will of the Lord. I don't, yeah, maybe Lord wants something uh, else. I think let me rather enjoy, because what is the guarantee that if I really work hard, there will be really enjoyment? So many ways, one aspiration is diluted. Hmm. At that time, very important support is required. Yeah, to keep up the enthusiasm, because without the utsaha, dhairya, yeah. So without the utsaha, without the enthusiasm to work out our way to the goal, we cannot go there. But how to maintain the enthusiasm? We need someone who can motivate us, who can keep us the enthusiasm going on. Otherwise, huh? Otherwise we may simply say, okay, it's not for me. Maybe there is someone else who can take up that. It's not for me, and we may just simply not even try it up. So a motivation is very much needed to keep up the enthusiasm, and in this situation, the motivation came from Angad. Being the head of the troops, this troop, Angad, hmm, of course, for him also, what can he see is only ocean, only a huge, huge. But if he is also like his people, huh, then what will happen is that there is no hope of doing anything. Just like already they don't know what to do, and they already thought they gave up. They gave up the mission. So Angad came forward, hmm, and Angad tried to motivate his troop. When they all got demoralized and all felt defeated by this challenge, uh, even before facing the actual war, yeah, we are not talking about the end where they are really going and fighting Ravan and bringing back Sita. No, even before going, even before finding, if the finding is the mission, even before trying, because of lack of motivation, because of demoralized, they even felt defeated, and they were clueless, or yeah, wounded by just a challenge. And Angad started speaking something, hoping to motivate them. Uh, so he started saying, okay, yeah, let's see who can jump how far. And then someone said, I can jump 1 mile. Some said, I can jump few miles. And this, everyone, yeah, this morning was all about counting who can jump how far. Yeah, to see, to assess, to cross over the ocean is a mission. But who can cross? Yeah, this is what Angad is now saying. And then someone said that I can jump 500 miles. And yeah, see, we are talking about inspiring each other. So seeing, okay, I can do this, I can do this. In that way, one is able to give their best quote, how much they could jump. And we see that Angad said, I could even cross I can even cross 800 miles, uh, which is 100 yojanas. Angad was, he's saying, and while before everyone was excited and wow, yeah, before that wow came, there came a but. And this but is very, very dangerous. This but is very dangerous. Yeah. This, as soon as when we say, I can do it, but there is a there is something that can pull us down. And Angad stopped there at that but. Of course, his troops didn't know why, what was the reason why he doesn't want to take up the mission. But there was Jambavan in the camp who knew what was it. Yeah, it means that Angad can go, but he cannot come back. Yeah? It needs strength. It's not a one-way trip. Yeah, he has to come back. So he could, yeah, he can successfully go there, but he cannot come back. This is one reason, and the second reason is that he knows, yeah, that Angad is son of Vali, and we know that Vali, who is well immersed in the luxuries and in the desires and sense enjoyment, yeah, might be that Angad is hesitant to go to Lanka because the Lanka is a world of illusory energy and place of all, what do we call this? Place of enjoyment. Uh, so it might trigger some desires, and he might. So, so this is the reason why Angad was hesitant. Going, okay, I could go. And my more doubtful what might be after going, can I really be so strict and be able to be focused on the mission and come back? Huh? And of course, he can't say this to his people, fellow people, that, oh no, I might not be, uh, I have this desire, I might be carried away. No, he didn't, he can't say this. But Jambavan understood, he understands the capacity of Angad, he understands what could be the reason, he understands why Angad is hesitant to go. Hmm? Because of the atmosphere that might promise Angad something in Lanka. So and then after this, then Jambavan, he said, this age, at this age, I can't do much. I can't jump. But in the past, for me, this going and coming back, oh, this is not a big thing. I used to, for me, it's very easy. But Jambavan, not only he is intellectual here, we see that he understands why Angad cannot go. At the same time, Jambavan is also very, very what do you call, intelligent. That is also a reason why Ram asked, Jambavan to go, in this. And why? Because when everyone were down, everyone can accepted that defeat in the hands of this challenge that is in the form of this crossing over the ocean. Jambavan, he saw, yeah, his focus turned mainly to one who is also, just quite keen. He's seeing, facing the ocean, seeing and seeing and seeing. So Jambavan came to him. Uh, he started he turned to Hanuman and he started speaking and uh, he started reminding him the greatness of Hanuman. Yeah, he went to him and he started saying, "Don't you remember when you were infant, what kind of feats you have done? You in a single jump, you just from the earth you sprung to sun, mm, thinking it to be a madhura phal. What is it? Fruit, fruit, no, what is it called? Ripened fruit. Mm. To consider thought of sun as that, and you went there, and then not only that, when Rahu came, you swallowed him before the time of eclipse come, and then because of this, Indra was not happy. So all this Jambavan knew. So a motivator knows what to tell and how to motivate someone and uh, put him on task. So here, Jambavan was there just to remind, you see, you went to catch sun, and mm, and that too when you were just a kid, you did that. Mm. Uh, if reaching sun by a jump, it's possible. Why can't you jump across the ocean? What big deal it is? The distance to sun is so far, and when compare the distance of the small ocean, it is just like a tiny puddle. How we know how easily one crosses. Even a child will simply, he raises his feet and then crosses over, and then that's it. So for you, this is nothing. And in this way, when Jambavan was inspiring Hanuman, the more and more he heard about what he did, his strengths. He was not getting carried away. Hey, see, hey, I am so great. It's not like Ravan who was, he himself was boasting that once upon a time I am that, I am this, and even now I am even stronger. No, Hanuman was not just carried away with what achievements he has done in the past, but he is inspiring from those that yes, he can take up to this mission and he can at least try to do it. And when he wants to do it, what can stop? And in that way, the motivation that Jambavan gave to Hanuman, and then Hanuman took it from there. And then he started saying, Ram, Ram, Ram. And then when he was saying so, he invoked so. and then he expanded himself 50 times bigger, huge than himself. Every muscle started showing like a big bump. Yeah, so the whole gigantic form of Hanuman expand. He uh, into the sky. Mm. So huge that just his shadow was 50 yojans. Yeah. So yeah, so huge. Yeah, he grew. Mm. And with great excitement, he he said, I'm going to take up this mission of crossing the ocean, going to Ravan with my single thumbnail. I will crush him, and then I will bring back Sita. This is what, uh, with that high spirits, Hanuman. Yeah. So we see that Jambavan, who has inspired with the motivation that he has given, Hanuman recognized his strengths. In our life, we need someone who is able to push us forward. In our life, there will be the moments where we, rather than seeing a small puddle, we think this is a huge, gigantic mountain. And when this appears to be a big mountain, we have to grow bigger than that. It is glorified. Valmiki Muni is saying that when Hanuman started expanding himself, and when he took just 3 leaps and he reached the point or the tip of Mahendra mountain, from where he he uh, he flew from that as a launch pad. Um, what I was saying, yeah. So he went to this position. So he was inspired and pumped up by the motivation. Then he grew bigger than this actual mountain, and it appeared that a mountain is resting on a mountain. So huge he became. Huh? When we start seeing difficulties in our life, uh, the technique what we need to approach is to grow bigger than that. How can we grow bigger than that? There are two ways: by our own effort, endeavor, that is definitely needed. But then there is also another way, is by the strength of the motivation given or the support given by the inspiration that we get from others. The third one is even more beautiful. We may not believe in our abilities. We may not even believe. We don't even may we may not have our abilities to cross over the problem, but there is always a magical hand. A divine hand is always there, which can always give us the strength that we could cross over obstacles when we believe in it. This is what we said. Uh, it is also said that layman can walk. What is it starting? Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayatem girim. A pangum langayatem girim. A layman who doesn't have limbs can even cross over the ocean, cross over the girim, the hill or a mountain. Mukam karoti vachalam. So means one who is dumb, who cannot speak a word, can speak a word. By the mercy of what? Yat kripavaham vande Gurum Dhiradharinam. So, Guru, who is very, very compassionate to the deen, who are fallen souls, then they give the blessing. So, the Lord empowers, and this power cannot be underestimated in our life. We may not know it, but when we aspire, when we take shelter of a Guru, who is a representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then we can achieve it. So we should never think that I am alone, because the Lord is always there. When we see that Lord is there, rather I show how big is the problem to the Lord. I show how big is the Lord to that problem. And which means, Lord, who is so big, in front of him, what is the problem? There is no problem if we take shelter of the Lord. So anyway, so here what Hanuman did when he was reciting, invoking Ram, and he acquired the immense strength, mm, and then he took up to this mission. And when he took up to this mission, then he flew. And of course, there is a wonderful description when he flew. What happened? or the Vidyadharas, Kinnaras, Yakshas, who were just trying. They thought, hey, this Mahindra mountain is so nice place that one could. They came with their partner to enjoy, but this the jump of Hanuman thrust and shook everything. Everything fell down, and all the aquatics started. They got scared. What is this? And the poisonous, deadly serpent started hissing deadly poison out of fear, and so many things. There is a wonderful description, and the flowers fell down, the trees fell down, and then. And then so yeah, and he took this, what is it called, yeah, just like when runners are beginning their race, right? So we know that they're on the mark with the fingers on, then one foot forward, then jumped. Hanuman jumped before, of course, before um, flying. He paid his obeisances to sun god. He's his guru. He paid respects to Indradev, then to Brahma, um, to his father Vayudev, and then he jumped. When he jumped, yeah, Valmiki Muni, just before this jump, he is describing Hanuman with that he is a Parvata Sankaksha. So it's like, okay, he resembled like a mountain. Parvata Sankasha, and then he's also addressing Hanuman as Marutatmaja, yeah, son of wind god who can fly, and Mahavega. He is also addressing Hanuman as Mahavega, the speed. Mm. Can he can fly and he can cross over this ocean with great speed. So with that speed, Hanuman flew into the sky, and then being so huge, he was flying, and all the his team members, yeah, the Vanaras were saying Jai Jai, and they were seeing this wonderful mm, episode of Hanuman flying. They started discussing the glories of Hanuman. See how great he is, how great he is. Usually, people who are envious, yeah, they are just not, they close their door of appreciation. Huh? But a simple person, he is very excited to see the greatness, and he has no other inner, what do we call, duplicity, and why should I or envious? No, he is so great. See how great he is. Oh, because of him, we all will be happy. We all will be successful. We all will. So simple people are great people, and great people are also great people. By this, they see that he see. Yeah, they very well know Hanuman. Yeah, he's very, very humble. He doesn't unnecessarily show his powers, unnecessarily talk, unnecessarily do boost himself, nothing. But here, when the real time came for the real task, he expanded himself, and that is what is real humility. Humility is not to give up work, saying that I cannot do, I am not fit for doing, I am very small. Humility is actually taking up this mission by whatever. I know that I can't do it, but I know that if the Lord can help me, there is nothing that is impossible. That is what is humility. And with that humbleness, great Hanuman, he jumped into the sky. He started flying in the sky. It is said that, yeah, he is so huge and he's flying. mm, it's as if like a boat is sailing in an ocean. When a huge ship is sailing in the ocean, we know that the water is divided into two parts. So uh, in this way, yeah, Hanuman's shadow, which is falling on the sea, appeared as if like, okay, there are two oceans actually, uh, being divided by the darkness created by the shadow of Hanuman. It was like that. And then when Hanuman is flying, yeah, please give me 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll wrap up because uh, we started with some intro. Mm. We'll come to this very nice part, which I think I can finish in 10 minutes. Is about, yes, now anyway, Vayuputra. Yeah, so the So the wind god is anyway favoring his son, will favor, and then he's flying with that speed of wind, and then now this Varun Dev, yeah, in the form of the ocean. Ocean is none other than Varun Dev. He is thinking, how can I help? Yeah, at least I could not help Sita by stopping Ravan to go. And I was silent because of his great strength, and I was scared. But now, at least, if someone is daring to go there, I should do some favor. This should always be a spirit of a devotee that when I cannot do it, I should not stop. Usually, sometimes what happens is that because of our envy, we think that, okay, why? I know that I can't do it. Hmm? But if someone else does it, all the credit goes to him. So let me see a way that if I don't do it, at least others should also not do it. If I can do it, let all the credit come to me, but never that someone can be successful and all credit goes to him. No, that is not a devotee. A devotee is um, always seeing that, okay, if I can't do it, if someone is doing, let me favor him. What kind of favor that Varun Dev can do, want to do, is Rupa, is he asked Mainak mountain. He asked this Mainak mountain, and um, he said, I did a favor to you when Indra was chasing you. I gave you shelter. I protected you. So now, can you do me a favor? It's not okay, okay, because I did something, I'm asking you something. But I have something really which is very, very nice, which is also because of Ikshvaku Vamsh, even Sagara, even I am spared, I am living. And now Ram's mission, yeah, who is in the same dynasty of Ikshvaku, so he is here. And by supporting the mission of Ram, I am would like to do some small seva. So, so in that way, so yeah, Varun Dev approached, or Sagara approached Varun, Mainak, and he said, "Oh, you do one thing, just support Hanuman." And what is the beauty of Mainak? Mainak is that it is doing already. The reason why it is in this Sagara is one, of course, you may know. Once upon a time, the mountains were able to fly in the sky because they had wings, but once Indra chopped all the wings, and at that time, it was Sagara who gave shelter to Mainak. And this Mainak is uh, not only in the beds of this ocean, but it was actually blocking the entry to Netherlands or Netherworlds, not Netherlands, uh, where entrance to the Patala Lok, where the demons, if this Mainak is going to come out or move from that place, the demons and asuras will come up to the higher planets and create disturbance. So Mainak was already serving by closing that entrance. So what this Varun Dev said, come on, expand yourself so that you can at least come to the surface of the waters. And anyway, you are expert in giving gift. What kind of gift you give? You're expert in giving gift of sleep. Whoever steps on you, they are bestowed with the best gift of sleep. And and yes, and usually it's for long months, but here he said, okay, give him, give Hanuman, who is on this mission, some rest, because after all he has to fly, he has to reach there, and it's a lot of hardship is there. Give him some rest so that he will regenerate his strength and uh, go on this mission. And Mainak also accepted this. And Mainak, when he came, yeah, uh, yeah, we see what happens after this. So what did Hanuman do when Mainak asked, mm, to take some rest? That rest we will talk tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining. I'll try to keep always within an hour, and I'm sure that we'll we will relish the whole Ramayana with within this 9 days by having this Sundara Kanda. Sundara Kāṇḍa Saurabham. Yeah. So I just choose this title is because um, Saurabham is means the fragrance. We want to just not go through the storyline of Sundarakand. Sundarakand, if yeah, one may hear or read, yeah, but we want to benefit from the fragrance of this wonderful part of Ramayana. What is the fragrance? Is that the beauty of the devotion mm, by seeing the example of a devotee who is none other than Hanuman. It is said that Hanuman, of course, for whole Ramayana, we know that Ram is the hero, but for Sundarakand, it is Hanuman. So we will take shelter of this great personality of Hanuman, understand the glories, and then develop devotion. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any quick questions or anyone want to add anything? How was it? Was it too slow? Any feedback? Most welcome.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dina Prabhu.
Thank you for the first class, Prabhuji. So throughout this class, we have been thinking about only one thing, that if you are surrendering everything to the service of the God, then Hanuman is the best example to actually see what wonders one could do.
Yeah.
Because usually in the current generation, people usually think that, oh, being a devotee, you are so submissive, maybe you are weak, you are not strong, you are not so strong, you are not ambitious, you don't have passion to achieve things. So this is what we usually hear in this current Kali Yuga, that the devotional aspect is completely not regarded. But our Puranas are so strong, and Hanuman is one of the very strong examples which we can never forget, that any service in the name of the God, with the talent that one possesses, it will become multifold. And Hanuman had just shown what he can do, because he is always under the service of Lord Ram.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice point. Yeah. What you're bringing is that was also a reality few years back. Yeah. If you know that when Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna, so they were saying that people in the name of devotion, they were very passive, not working. They think, oh, Lord will anyway bestow, so we don't have to do anything. And in that name, they were not doing, they were only thinking that just by reciting some mantras and some karma kandic way of worships, one can become successful. They don't have to do anything. No, actually, devotion means very, very active, fully focused engagement of oneself in the mission of the Lord. Yeah,
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
thank you.
Also to add, Prabhuji, as Dinanta Das told, in this world, being polite is taken as being weak, but I think it requires, in fact, in other instances, also telling to my German boss the same thing. So, so we need, I think that is greatly displayed by Hanuman's humbleness in spite of all his greatness. And I also especially like what you said, Prabhuji, like you always relate things to the practical life, which I like. And you mentioned that there are three major motivations or goals behind which people go, meaning like goodness and two other aspects. But if you don't have the spiritual angle toward it, the goal orientation will not be good. And also you mentioned that Sundara Kanda is all about how you achieve your goal through the path of devotion. So I'm eagerly looking forward for the next 8 days.
Yeah, thank you, Sadish Prabhu. Yeah. Any others who would like to express how was it? Okay.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Adiras Prabhu.
Yes, it was very it was very nice, Prabhuji. Yeah, we really enjoyed 1 hour. So
Mhm.
thank you, Prabhuji.
Also the new baby.
And we
Hello.
are very
You
excited
can
to
enjoy.
know what was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, also very
Nice.
excited to know what Hanuman does. So very happy to
Mm-hmm.
join.
Yeah. Good. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I see, some good participation, but I think there are still few more who might be interested in. If you think, please forward this message, the link, and of course we are recording it. So YouTube, one can share that link. If anyone want, they can reach. Where should I put the number? I think if you have my number, or does someone do not have the number, please let me know. If someone is here who do not have my number, so that I can pass on this YouTube link for people who might have missed it, they can watch it out later, and also then others may, if they're interested, can join. So Devanshi, yeah. So I would put here my number. I don't know. After this call, will this be there? You can please reach out to me. This is my WhatsApp number. Anyone else? Yeah, please take the number and can contact me. Okay. Thank you so much. Then wish you a very nice evening. Let us see tomorrow at the same time. Vanchakalpatarabhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Prabhupada ki jai.